I do. I am Mr. Sweeney Todd, and I have opened a bottle of Pirelli's elixir, and I tell you it is nothing more than a sham concocted of piss and ink.
He's right. Better to throw your money down the sewer.
Ladies and gentlemen, pay no attention to this madman.
And furthermore, I have shaved no kings, but I wager I can shave a cheek with 10 times the dexterity as any street mountebank.
Oh.
You see these razors?
Finest in England.
I lay these against 5 pounds. You are no match for me, sir. Do you hear me? Either accept my challenge or reveal yourself a sham.
Oh, bravo, bravo.
These are indeed fine razors. Instruments like these, once seen, cannot soon be forgotten. You wager these against 5 pounds, sir?
I do.
You hear this, a foolish man. Watch and see as he will regret his folly. 5 pounds it is.
Friends, neighbors, who's for a free shave?
Me, sir, Mr. Todd, sir.
And me, Mr. Todd, sir.
Get me a chair.
Boy, bring us the basins, bring us the towels, quick!
Would Beadle Bamford be the judge?
Glad, as always, to oblige my friends and neighbors. Ready?
Red!
Ready.
The fastest, smoothest shave is the winner.
Now, signorini, you're looking at men who have had the glory to share with a pope, Mr. Sweeney, however, I beg your pardon, I'll probably say only a cardinal, no. It wasn't a pope to shave at a face, or even to pull at a toot. Requires the grace, and not at a brute. For if you slip, you nick at the skin, you clip at the chin, you rip at the lip a bit, and that's a toot. To shave at a face, or even a part, required without a smart, required a heart, take out a art. I show you a chart, I start you starting in my ute. To cut at a hair, to trim at a beard, to make at a bristle, clean like a whistle. This is from early infancy that I'll give to me by God. It take at a skill, it take at a brain, it take at a will, to take at a pain. It take out a pace, it take out a grace.
The winner is Todd.
Sir, I bow to skill far defter than my own.
The 5 pounds.
Here, sir, and may the good Lord smile upon your face, until we meet again. Oh, bellissima, bellissima.
Oh, who'd have thought, dear, you pulled it off.
Mr. Todd, Mr. Todd, sir, do you have an establishment of your own?
Yes, he does. Sweeney Todd's tonsorial parlour above me meat pie shop on Fleet Street.
Mr. Todd, forgive me, sir, but it seems your face is known to me.
Him? Oh, that's a laugh. Him being me uncle's cousin that arrived from Birmingham yesterday.
But already I have heard Beadle Bamford spoken of with the highest respect.
Well, I try my best for my neighbors. above your pie shop, ma'am.
That's it, sir.
Well then, you shall surely see me there before the week is out.
You will be welcome, Beadle Bamford, and I guarantee to give you, without a penny's charge, the closest shave you will ever know.
Sweeney potted and Sweeney planned like a perfect machine he planned. Bobbing the hook,
Laying enough for the beetle to snap, slyly haunted him Sweeney, it says sort of Sweeney. Laying the trail, showing the traces, letting it lead to higher places. Laying the trail, showing the traces, letting it lead to higher places. Laying the trail, showing the traces, letting it lead to higher places.
sort of a scene he did it sweetly.
Oh, so how many times have I told you I'll not have trash from the gutter hanging around my establishment?
Just a penny, dear, or a pie. One of them pies that give stomach cramps to half the neighborhood. Come on, dear, have a heart.
Off with you, or I'll give you a kick in the rump that'll make your teeth chatter.
Yes, that's a thing. You and your fanciers.
Well, it's not much of a chair, dear, but it'll do until you get your fancy new one. 'Twas me Paul Albert's chair, 'twas. Sat in it all day long after his leg gave out from the dropsy. It's kind of bare in here, isn't it? I never did like a bare room. Oh well, we'll fix it up with some little knickknacks.
Why doesn't the beetle come before the week is out? That's what he said.
And who's to say the week is out? It's only Tuesday. Easy now, hush, love, hush. Don't distress yourself, what's your rush? Keep your thoughts nice and hush. Wait. Hush, love, hush. Think it through. Once it bubbles, then what's to do? Watch it close, let it brew. Wait. I've been thinking flowers, maybe daisies, to brighten up the room. Don't you think some flowers, pretty daisies, might relieve the gloom? Oh, wait, love, wait.
And the judge, when will I get him?
Oh, the judge, always harping on the morbid fancies. What happened heaven knows how many years ago? Slow, love, slow, time so fast. Now goes quickly, see now it's past. Soon will come, soon will last. Wait. Don't you know, silly man, half the fun is to plan the plan. All good things come to those who can wait. Gillyflowers maybe, instead of daisies. I don't know though. What do you think?
Yes.
Gillyflowers, I'd say. Nothing like a nice bowl of gillies.
Enter.
Mr. Todd, I've hastily tweeted a dozen times with no success, but now the sign. In business already?
Yes.
I congratulate you. And,
Oh, Mrs. Lovett, sir.
a pleasure, Mom. Mr. Todd, I have so much to tell you. I have met the fairest and most loving maid a man could ever dream of. And yet there are problems. She has a guardian so tyrannical he keeps her shut away from you and I. But this morning, his key fell from her shuttered window. The surest sign that Joanna loves me.
Joanna?
That's her name, Mum. And Turpin, the name of the abominable parent. A judge, it seems, but as I said, a monstrous tyrant. Mr. Todd, today when the judge has gone to court, I'll slip into the house and plead with Joanna to fly with me tonight. But when I have her, where can I keep her until I've hired us a coach to speed us off to Plymouth? Oh, Mr. Todd, if I could lodge her here for an hour or two.
Bring her here, dear.
Thank you, Mother. And Mr. Todd, I have your permission.
The girl may come.
I shall be grateful to it for the grave. Now, I best be off, for surely the judge is off to the Old Bailey. My thanks again. 1,000 blessings on you both.
Well, isn't that just like fate, dear? You'll have Joanna back before the day is out.
For a few hours before he carries her off to the other end of England.
Oh, that sailor? Oh, let him bring her here, dear. And then, since you're so hot for a little... That's the throat to slit, dear. Oh, we'll make a lovely home for her, you and me. Oh, that poor dear without a scrap of motherly affection. But if ever there was a maternal heart, it was mine.
Good morning, Mr. Todd. And to you, bellissima signorina.
Well, how do you do, senor, I'm sure.
A little business with the Mr. Todd, if you would give it the permission.
Oh, of course, I'll just pop on down to me pies. Oh, looks, look at it. Doesn't look like it's had a kind word since never. What would you say to a nice juicy meat pie, eh? Your teeth are strong, I hope.
Oh, yes, Lord.
Well, then come with me, love.
Mr. Todd.
Signor Pirelli.
Oh, call me Danny. Daniel O'Higgins a name when it's not professional. Not much, but I imagine you'll pretty it up a bit. I'd like me 5 quid back, if you don't mind.
Why?
That's it, my boy, tuck in.
It'll hold me over till your customers start coming. Then it's half your profits. You'll hand over to me every Friday. Shar and shar alike. All right, Mr. Benjamin Barker?
Why do you call me that?
Well, at least you've got a nice full head of hair on you.
Well, Mum, to tell you the truth, Mum, it's awful hot.
You don't remember me. Why should you? I was just a down-and-out Irish lad. You hired for a couple of weeks to sweep up hair and such like. But I remember these. And you, Benjamin Barker, later transported to Botany Bay for life. So, Mr. Todd, is it a deal, or do I run down the street and grab me pal Beetle Banford? You think you're smart, you foolish a boy. Tomorrow you start in my employ. You understand, you like my plan.
Oh, God! He's got an appointment with his tailor! If he's late, it's my fault. Oh, you don't know him!
Well, I wouldn't want to, dear. I'm
Senor!
sure.
The tailor! You got an appointment... Oh, you wig! Senor! The tailor! I did like you said. I reminded you. Oh, he's not here.
Signor Pirelli has been called away.
Where did he go?
He didn't say. Why don't you run after him?
Oh, no, sir. Without orders to the contrary, I shall stay here.
So, Mrs. Lovett gave you a whole pie, did she?
Yes, sir. What a whole pie.
What a treat. I suppose a growing boy like you, there's still room for more, eh?
Oh, yes, sir. An aching void.
And why don't you run downstairs and wait for your master there? I'm sure there's another pie in it for you. Oh, and tell Mrs. Lovett to give you a nice big tot of gin.
Oh, sir. Gin, sir? Thank you, sir. Thank you kindly. Gin, you're a Christian indeed, sir. The gentleman said to give me a nice tot of gin.
some a simple clod was soon reconsidering under the sod.
Consigned therewith a friendly prod from Sweeney Todd, the demon barber of Fleet Street. See your razor gleam, Sweeney, feel how well it fits, how well it fits. It flows across the throat of hypocrites. That's right.
This is the 4th time, sir, that you've been brought before this bench. And though it is my earnest wish ever to temper justice with mercy, your persistent dedication to a life of crime is such an abomination before God and man that I have no alternative but to sentence you to hang by the neck until you are dead. Court adjourned. It is perhaps remiss of me to close court so early, but the stench of those miserable wretches at the bar was so offensive to my nostrils that I feared my eagerness for fresher air might well impair the soundness of my judgment.
Well, the adjournment is fortunate for me, sir, for you see, today is my sweet little Annie's birthday, and to have her daddy home, to hug and to kiss, will be such a triumph on her day of joy.
Ah, it is a happy moment for me too. Walk home with me, for I have news for you. In order to shield her from the evils of this world, I have decided to marry Joanna next Monday.
Ah, sir, happy news indeed.
Strange. When I offered myself to her, she showed a certain reluctance. But that's natural enough in a girl so young. Why, now that she's had time for reflection, I'm sure she'll greet my proposal in a much more sensible frame of mind.
He means to marry me Monday. What shall I do? I'd rather
I have a plan.
I'll swallow poison on Sunday. That's what I'll do. I'll get some
I have a plan.
Was that a noise?
plan.
I think I heard a noise.
plan.
He's in court today. Still it was a noise. Wasn't that a noise? You must have heard it.
Kiss me,
Oh, sir.
oh yes.
Oh, sir. If he should marry me Monday, what will I do? I'll die.
We fly tonight.
It's Friday, virtually Sunday. What can we do? It's time
We fly to
behind the curtain.
tonight.
I think I heard a click.
Tonight.
It's the game. It's the game.
It's not a game, there's no game. You don't have a game. You see it in the lesson. So kiss me,
Tonight.
kiss me.
You mean
The
tonight?
plan is made.
Oh, sir.
So kiss me.
I feel a flight.
Be not afraid tonight. I
Even as I sorrow, even as he did not, that I still
It's me you'll marry on Monday, that's what you'll do.
and gladly
St.
so.
Constance knew.
I knew I'd be with you one day, even not knowing who you
Oh,
were.
Miss Mary,
But you
Mary,
never
Miss
come,
Mary,
you even
Mary,
pulled away,
Mary,
you even
Mary,
came to the
Mary,
plane, but
Mary,
returned
Promise,
down,
Mary,
my
Mary,
horse, gonna see
Mary,
again, and what's
Mary,
another kiss?
Of course.
Kiss me,
Oh, sure.
kiss me.
I shall.
Kiss me, oh sir.
Yes, but the respect she owes me as her guardian should be sufficient to kindle a more tender emotion.
Excuse me, my lord, may I request my permission, my lord, to speak? Forgive me if I suggest, my lord, you're looking less than your best, my lord. There's powder upon your vest, my lord, and stubble upon your cheek. And ladies, my lord, are weak.
Indeed they are. Perhaps if she greets me cordially upon my return, I should give her a small gift.
Ladies in their senses.